hello. Okay, straight up, trick or treat, Goose Creek, 100% a winner. I got the biggest shock when I took this out of the box, and this was my favorite, other than Forbidden Elixir. This one is a beauty. If you love fall, if you love Halloween, you gotta have this. And honestly, even if you don't, because I like Halloween, but I'm not like the biggest fall person, and this candle like got me, like I was like, maybe I could be excited for fall. I'm still into summer, but this did it. This is so unique. It smells so good. First things first, look at it. So cool. This is kind of why I wanted it, because it has such a like classic kind of like cute but like also kind of creepy Halloween vibe. Fun black wax, the pretty Goose Creek Halloween lid, this art here with like the little trick-or-treaters and like the fall sky, Halloween night. It reminds me like a little bit of Goosebumps, a little bit of like Halloween specials. Nobody's gonna have any idea like what I'm talking about, but like, does anybody know the Creepover books? Because like kind of reminds me of that. I think there is one called Trick or Treat, and I think the cover kind of looks like this. It's really cool. It's like slightly spooky but also like cute, and I just like the name, you know. I feel like there's lots of candles called Trick or Treat, and it's just a fun name. So I have burned this one. I probably won't burn it again until later in the season, but it burned really well, as Goose Creek pretty much always does. It cooled out really quickly. I haven't burned it down very far, but I didn't have an issue with soot as of now. The throw on this one was also really good. On a scale of 1 to 10, probably like a 7. And it smells really, really good when burning. Like, I think it smells even better like when it's burning than like on cold, but you can totally smell on cold, and it smells amazing. So what does it smell like? It smells like fall. It smells like fall in a way that is not the typical way that like a fall candle smells, but it still smells undeniably fall, and for me that's amazing. So I smell mostly the most like beautiful apple and this like almost buttery sweetness, almost like a cookie but not quite. It's not a bakery scent, and it's also not just an apple scent. It smells amazing. And then there's a very slight, very slight spiciness, but very, very subtle. It's not smoky, and it's not like overpoweringly like spicy. It doesn't smell like cinnamon. It's just like this light kind of mixture of like freshness and sweetness and spiciness, and those are all in the fall variety. So what are the notes? It says top notes, apple pear, light graham cracker, mid notes, spiced pumpkin, apple cider, and base milk chocolate and vanilla. Okay, so I think the reason why this apple in here is so gorgeous is because it's apple pear and then also like apple cider, which is making it like a really nice, like sweet, smooth apple. I'm pretty like take it or leave it with the apple scents. I don't hate them. I like them sometimes, but they're like not my favorite. The apple in this is not it's not sharp at all, but it is refreshing, and it's very sweet, but it's not like exactly a baked apple either. It's just like a nice sweet kind of like apple bobbing apple. Yeah, and then other than that, I guess the note that I'm smelling is the light graham cracker, and that explains it pretty well. Kind of does smell like a graham cracker because it's a little bit buttery, and then some, yeah, a little bit of vanilla. It's not like a vanilla heavy candle necessarily, but there's some vanilla. I don't smell chocolate in this, which for me is a good thing because I'm not really crazy about the chocolate candles. But it doesn't smell like chocolate to me. Spiced pumpkin, I don't smell any pumpkin in this, which again is another good thing for me because I'm not about the pumpkin candles, which I know is like crazy for like a candle person not to be into the pumpkin candles, but I'm not about the pumpkin candles. But it doesn't smell like pumpkin at all. A little bit of spiciness that in my opinion is a little bit more evident like when it's burning, but not pumpkin really. Maybe pumpkin spice, but I don't smell any pumpkin. I don't smell any chocolate. It's a beautiful sweet, fresh apple with like sweetness, and when you open it, it smells like fall. This is nothing but fall. This is not Christmas, this is not November, this is Halloween, this is fall. And for me, that's like great to have like a candle that it smells just immediately and recognizably like fall, but it's not like a pumpkin candle. And usually, like, if you want to like open the lid and smell fall, like you're looking at a pumpkin candle. But this, you can't deny it. Like this, it doesn't really smell like Halloween candy. It kind of smells like, to me, like a Halloween party. And like what it really reminds me of is like, you know, in Hocus Pocus, like the party at Allison's house, you know, when they're like, oh, rich people probably bobbing for apples. Like that's what it reminds me of, because you do smell that apple, and it smells like maybe there are like treats out, and like just that like lovely like slight spiciness of fall. And it's a very, honestly, it's a very classy scent. Like it's very authentic, it's very unique, and it doesn't smell like artificial to me, but it smells very classy. Like it doesn't smell cheap. It's a really beautiful, like unique, well blended scent. And it kind of sounds like there's a lot going on in the notes, but it doesn't really translate that way. I mean, you can kind of smell a lot going on here, but not really. It's mostly just like a beautifully blended, just like sweet fall, without really being bakery, without really being just apple, and without being pumpkin. But it's beautiful. And I think if you're into the fall candles, like this is like such a must-have. This should be a classic fall candle. I don't see it, like it is. Like I've never smelled a candle that smells like this exactly, but it should be. The apple in here is just gorgeous. I mean, a beautiful, beautiful apple that like makes me want to smell apple all the time if it smelled like this apple, because like regular apple, but this apple is like, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. From my experience, had a good throw. Very cool presentation. 10 out of 10 from me. It's a winner. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later.